Hey, what's up everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, and today I'm coming at you with my fourth and final Falcosaur guide, and this one is for the Direbeak. If you've done this in the same order as me, this is the last one that I have left to do. So as always, we're going to be killing the Matriarch first, and then you're going to be wanting to run up here to find the orphaned pet. So if you've not done this part yet, this is where you want to be headed. So you want to head up here, and once the Matriarch's dead, hopefully this will spawn. If not, just keep trying. It will spawn eventually, I promise. And then you want to jump down here, and there he is wandering around. Now, in order to interact with him, you need a specific food that you can buy in the world or in Dalaran, and this is called like Pungent Vrykul Gamalost. It's got a very weird name. But once you've done that, he will be added to your pet journal. Now, he will start giving you a quest to level him up to level 25, and once you've done that, he will give you your very first quest, which hopefully you're familiar with by now. It's to take him to a capital city's inn. In this case, for the Direbeak, he wants us to take him to Ironforge. So just go to Ironforge, go to the inn. It's literally just on the right next to the entrance. And as always, just walk in. And there you go, quest done. Very easy, it is the first quest after all. And next we're going to be going to Stormheim, and we're going to be defeating 3 pets. Now, you're going to be seeing a lot of Stormheim because this is the Direbeak, and they are always relevant to the zone that you get them in. So you can see on the map where the pets are found. Thankfully the map does always show you, and they're just snakes. They're very easy to find, so I wouldn't worry about it. And like I said, just defeat 3 of these and you're good to go. Now, for our next step, we're going to have to complete 5 world quests in Stormheim. So, all I hope is that you haven't done your world quests in Stormheim for the day. And always be sure to have your Direbeak hatchling out whenever you complete one, so make sure that you get credit. Now, here we have to now defeat 3 pet battle world quests. Now, there's always usually one in Dalaran. There wasn't one today, but there's always 3 up at least every day. So just complete 3 of these with your hatchling on the team. And the hatchling is a pretty good pet, so that shouldn't be a problem for you. As an example here, the pet battle world quests can range between fighting a trainer with a load of good pets, or here just capturing a fell spider. So pretty simple and very easy as well. Now, next we have to complete 1 rare elite world quest. Now, I always say this, is that these aren't as frequent as normal world quests, and for your sake, I hope that you haven't completed all of your rare elite world quests, because usually I do prioritize these as they give a better reward, but just make sure that you have your hatchling out, as always, and that you hopefully have 1 available. And that's that. So now we're going to be moving on to our next one, and this is going to take us back to Stormheim. We're going to have to defeat another 3 pets, and these are going to be tiny aberrations. Now, these are going to be ghosts. These are going to be located in a very familiar place down here near the entrance to Maw of Souls, and they're just going to be up in the air here near all these, I guess, Helajar wrecked ships. I'm not really sure. And apart from that, very easy. These quests are never hard. You just defeat 3 and you're done. They're not hard to find, they're just in the air, so just make sure you look up and you won't miss them. Now, moving on to our next step, we have to complete 3 PvP world quests with our hatchling out. Now, I always recommend doing the PvP towers. They're quick, they're easy, and there's not really any PvP that happens there, so they're very nice to do. Now, I had a glitch with my Blood Gazer where I completed 1 tower. It gave me credit for doing all 3. This happened again with my Direbeak, so I'm not sure if this is a glitch that's been fixed by now, but that's just what happened to me. So our next step now is we're going to be getting our toy. Now, this is going to be an easy one. We're just going to be going into the toy shop. This is also where the mad merchant spawns. You just want to talk to the robot behind the counter, go to the second page, and the very last item will be the fake teeth. And because your orphan's loaded, he will give you more gold than what you actually initially paid for it. Just logic. And so, moving on to our next one, we have to now defeat another 3 pets in Stormheim, but this time we're going to be using 2 other flying pets with us. So you go to your pet families, uncheck all, check flying, and then you can see what flying pets that you have in your arsenal, and you can just pick 2 to come with you and do it. But again, it's very similar to the earlier one. They're just in the relatively same place. The only difference is these again are going to be in the air, so they might be a bit trickier in terms of you might miss them or walk past them. But in terms of difficulty, even with 2 flying pets, it really doesn't make any difference. Just defeat it, and that is your quest done. Now we're moving on to some fun quests, and this is the dungeon quest, and again it is related to Stormheim. as always, and we're going to be killing Fenrir inside the Halls of Valor. So once you get to him, again, make sure you don't die. Hopefully you're not. And just queue it on heroic or normal, whichever's quickest for you. And as always, just make sure that you have your hatchling out when you actually do the kill, so you get credit. That's just an important thing to not to forget, because you don't want to kill it, figure out you didn't have your hatchling out, and you have to redo it all over again. Especially as Halls of Valor is a long dungeon. Now, next we're going to be going back to Stormheim, and we're going to be defeating another 3 pets, and this time you're going to want to untick it, and we're going to be using mechanical pets. So you want your Direbeak hatchling on your team as always. Pick 2 mechanical pets to go with you. Now, these were pretty hard to find in my case. You can see there's a limited location on the map where I find them. They were typically in sort of watery areas, but I was here for a long time just trying to find 3 of these. Like, you find one after half an hour and you're like, oh my god. And then you're faced with the unfortunate challenge of finding another 2 of them. But it's not the fighting that's the problem. It's very easy. It's the finding that's going to be the tough part. Now, next we're moving on to our raid quest, and this is the Nighthold quest. So the Direbeak, we have to kill Croesus in the Nighthold raid, which obviously was gated for a while, but I've gone in the raid on day 1 to actually record this, and here we are, we're fighting Croesus, and he will break the bridge or the walkway that you're standing on, so be sure not to fall in, and if you do, obviously, and the group kills it without you, that's no credit for you. You want to make sure that you have your hatchling out so you can actually get credit for the kill. Now, second to last, we have to now beat 3 pet battle world quests with 2 humanoid pets out. So we're going to be going to our pet family tab again. We're going to uncheck all, and we're going to tick humanoids. So hopefully you have some humanoids that you can take with you, because the pet battle world quests are a bit tougher, and aside from like a raid quest, they're probably the hardest part, so they do save the hardest till last. And again, with the pet battle world quest, there is always at least 3 up a day. So you're not going to run out. It's just a matter of hopefully they're an easy 3, or you're going to have to sort of log on another character and sort of split it up between them. And then once you've done that, you go to sleep, either log an alt or wait for the next day, and you should be given your very last one, which is to go back to Stormheim for your brilliant Direbeak. And for me at least, this was my 4th and last Falcosaur mount, so I'm so happy just to be done with these. They've taken a long time and there's been a lot of waiting. So, like before, we're going to find the rock that we found, we're going to drop down onto the rock where we got the orphan in the first place, summon it, and then here we are, the matriarch, the injured matriarch will appear, click to bandage, complete quest, and there we go. Brilliant Direbeak is awarded to you. And like I said, that is my 4th and final Falcosaur mount. So happy to be done with these things, but that also means that this is my final and last guide. I do appreciate, maybe even if you're new to Legion, you might not be doing these in the order that I've made them. So either way, check out the other ones, or if this is the last one for you as well. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope this helped. Subscribe for some more World of Warcraft guides, and I will see you in the next video.